Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
Oh. So you want me to go inside and turn it on while it's heavily radiated, and whoever goes in isn't coming back out. So I can do it. I can have our companion, the super mutant fox, do it. I can make her do it, or another way. Let's ask her about the other way. Where's Dad's body? They probably cleaned this place out. I don't think they would leave it there. But I mean, there's that scientist's body in there still, so yeah, I don't know why they didn't clean it out. They've had plenty of time to mess around in here. Let's say this option.
I wish that were true. Really, I do. But you heard Dr. Lee. We have to do this right now, or who knows how bad it'll be. One of us has to go in there.
Okay. Well, I say we're doing it.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
Okay. Well, guys. It's been nice knowing you. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of Rad-X and I'm going in. Let's see, let's repair these things up. Yeah, sure, whatever. Get rid of all that. Do I have some kind of suit that lowers the radiation? I do, but the thing about it is I guess the radiation is too strong. Even with that, you're still gonna get, like, super radiated. It's kind of like when you get to it, in the videos, when we go inside Vault 87 and we have to grab the Gek from there, you'll see what I mean. Well, alright, I guess we're going in. Let's save it. Let's take the Rad-X, because that's what I was supposed to take. 85. We're still going to get heavily radiated. It's not going to save us. Oh, okay. Alright.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
Enclave scientist. Yeah, let me loot all your
Still
stuff.
there. The purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
Wait, what do I have to do to activate it? What are you talking about? I don't know the code. I don't think I know what the code is. Just activate this then? This panel allows for the input of additional filtration chemicals. So, but this, you have to activate it that way. Dogmeat, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here. Well, I guess Dogmeat's gonna die with me. I don't know what the code is. The radiation level is increased.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
And Fallout 3 crashes. Are you joking right now? Why would you crash right now, Fallout? So I guess it doesn't matter what code you put in, is what I'm getting from that, because we never got any sort of codes were mentioned or anything like that. What the heck? I guess we're just gonna reload it again? I don't know why the game crashed there. There should be more that we're supposed to do. I guess we're gonna have to watch this stuff again. And we'll see what happens.
The purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
I don't think we missed anything. I think that's how it's supposed to happen. Let's try it again. Well, you gotta remember that there's DLC that's supposed to happen as well, so... Let's do 911. Huh. Wait a minute.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child.
Maybe there is a code we're supposed to put in.
The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
So, yeah, apparently there's a code that you're supposed to put in. And guess what that code is? The code is the chapter and verse that our mom likes. Really, that's the code? I guess it is. Shepherd. Yeah, I was looking it up too during that. So we have to put in that code like quickly. So let's go ahead and do that. Really, I want to see if there's anything that I have that says that in here. Because Dad never mentioned anything about that, I don't think. And if he did, I completely missed it. Which is shame on me, because I'm the guy that goes through everything. Yeah. Well, here it is right here. 216, I guess. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. The fountain of the water of life, really. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but... Dude, that is like totally not what I was expecting. I guess pay attention to that. You're gonna need that. Okay, so... Let's do it the right way then. 2, 1, 6. There we go. The main thing was like, where the heck is the code? We gained karma.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The Capital Wasteland, at long last, was saved.
Awesome.
So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
Is it gonna crash again? Better not.
Comatose. After all this, to be left in a state like that?
Hey!
Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
Wow. Okay, so 2 weeks later, after all that we did, we make it out. We're still alive, apparently. Yeah, that whole video was showing all, like, kind of, sort of like the choices and things that we did throughout the game so far. And I guess if, like, this is the start of the Broken Steel DLC, so if you didn't have the Broken Steel DLC, then I think after that, the game was just, that was it. The game was over. But because we have the Broken Steel DLC, that adds more to the main story. So, here we go. Alright. So, like, I want to ask all these questions, but because every time I talk to you, apparently I can only ask you one thing. What happened and how did I get here?
Please, relax. Everything is fine.
That's the
You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then.
yeah, Sarah is the blonde Brotherhood chick. Sarah Lyons, this is her dad, Elder Lyons. Yeah. Okay, so what about the purifier? Did it work?
Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
Did we win? Did we beat the Enclave?
Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces.
Nice. Awesome. I should have asked about her. Well, he said that both of us got knocked unconscious, and I think she's sleeping over here on this side that we can't see. But she very much probably is alive. How long was I out?
Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you.
So what happens now?
Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us.
Is there any way that I can help?
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yes!
Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this.
Knight me. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we can ask about her. Where is Sarah and is she okay? Here we go.
She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable.
Yep.
To see that you've recovered gives me hope.
Okay. Alright. Death from above. So now what this does is it gives us a little bit more main story to do. And then once we wrap that up, then we're able to free roam, go and do anything else that we want to do, side quests, go visit locations. We still have to do all the other DLCs. So once we complete this, then we have free roam. Of course, we could do that now, but I think it's probably better if we just get this stuff all out of the way, probably. But yeah. He'll be referred to as Wasteland as long as Bethesda can milk money from that franchise. Yeah. Zaz, what are you doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a while, man. It has been a while. How have you been, man? We haven't seen you around for a long time. I don't even remember what game we were playing. It could have been Fallout. It could have been like Fallout 1, maybe. I don't remember. But it's good to see you, man. Hope you've been doing well. Well, we can ask about the Outcast and all this stuff again. Ask about
The
it.
outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
Okay. Yeah, so if you don't know, the Outcasts are people that were with the Brotherhood and then didn't like their ways and left and went and made their own thing. And we've seen them roaming around the waste. They're in power armor and they have, you know, red paint on them. But you know, they still very much want to do the same thing the Brotherhood of Steel wants to do, and that's just get rid of the Enclave and stuff like that. So I guess we can talk to him about it, I guess.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
How do your remaining soldiers feel about the Outcasts?
Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry, see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
Okay. Dang, what's not to like about the Brotherhood? Brotherhood is amazing. In Fallout 1, you definitely spend a lot of time with the Brotherhood, which is awesome. Of course, one of the major things in the Fallout universe is the iconic power armor that you get from the Brotherhood, so that's another reason that you should love it. Although in Fallout 2, you really didn't get to see too much of the Brotherhood. They were there, but they only played a small role, which I was a little bit disappointed about. But this one, I'm glad that there's like a lot to do with them. So yeah. You're good, but school is super hard on you. Now you have some free time so you can join the stream more. Awesome, man. Well, it's good to hear that you're doing well. School can be tough, but it'll be worth it in the long run. But by the way, for anybody that doesn't know Dazaz, he was my very first viewer ever. Before Fury, before Dave was around, Dazaz, dude, he was here earlier than that. He's been around off and on, but you know, real life stuff does come into play, and you should always worry about that rather than just me playing some games. Take care of your life, man. But it's good to see you to come in from time to time, man. It is awesome. Has your decision been worth it?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives, and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
What did he decide that made them become outcasts? I just think that there were people that were trying to rebel against some of the things that he was doing. They didn't like some of the calls he was making, and they didn't really want to follow the rules and stuff like that. So that's why they left and made their own thing. It's not about like he did something wrong. It's just, you know, their opinions didn't their opinions about the actions and decision that he made, I guess, were different than what his were. But yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about what's more important here. Let's talk about